if there is a rejuvenation of interest around any token or any token platform, it also rejuvenates people's creativity and interest in making it more usable. So to us, this ChatGPT moment, which is converging around Ethereum, I think is going to also help unleash a wave of innovation.
Hi, I'm Mai. Welcome to Bitcoin Basics. Ethereum just blasted past 3,800, and Wall Street isn't just watching, they're buying. Tom Lee, one of the most respected strategists in finance, says Ethereum is still massively undervalued. Let me walk you through why.
Ethereum is positioned for a significant breakout as stablecoins create a ChatGPT moment. I want to unpack that a little bit with you. Let's talk about ETH first. Talk to me about what we should expect next.
Well, I think Ethereum, is a chain that I think is getting a second look. I know that there have been criticisms of it in the past because of either how layer 2s and layer 1s interact or just really sort of progress and upgrades to the network. But to us, I think the real thing we have to recognize as we look at what's happening in the real world is that Wall Street is converging onto crypto, and they're choosing to do a lot of this work on Ethereum.
Let's quickly recap what Ethereum is. It's not just another cryptocurrency. Ethereum is like the operating system for Web3.
Apps built on Ethereum power everything from stablecoins to NFTs to decentralized finance.
So who's making this bold call? Tom Lee is the co-founder of Fundstrat Global Advisors, chairman of BitMine, and former chief equity strategist at JP Morgan. He advises hedge funds, institutions, and even governments. When he speaks, big money listens. Tom Lee also says something massive is happening. Wall Street is converging onto crypto, and the platform they're building on is Ethereum. Why? Because it offers what they care about.
Wall Street is converging onto crypto, and they're choosing to do a lot of this work on Ethereum because stablecoins have completely changed Wall Street's mind about how useful crypto can be. As we've said, the stablecoins have created the ChatGPT moment for crypto, because we're seeing consumers really use it in a viral way. Merchants are beginning to really love it, especially outside the US. And now banks are realizing it's actually a decent business model. We just saw Citigroup even just say that they're looking at creating a stablecoin, even if it's just to manage deposit base. But still, it is really Wall Street converging onto crypto. And at the end of the day, a couple things are going to be important. Wall Street wants to find a chain that's operating compliantly in the US, and they want to find a big one, and where there's already a lot of real world assets, tied up and on the layer 1. And that's why Ethereum, we think, is going to become extremely relevant over the next decade.
Stablecoins are to Ethereum what ChatGPT was to AI, the turning point for mass adoption. He says stablecoins have made crypto actually useful, especially outside the US, and nearly all of them are built on Ethereum. That means every transaction equals ETH demand.
Ethereum is a smart contract enabled platform, and so it is unique because you can actually store real things onto the blockchain, whether you use layer 1 or layer 2. And I think maybe the real killer app, and this is what stablecoins are showing, is that as we move into a world of like AI and we're trying to create units of pricing and to simplify the movement of goods, and things as simple examples of like tokenizing things from the real world onto a blockchain, you couldn't do it really on Bitcoin because that's not what Bitcoin's designed to do. So I think as you're thinking of Wall Street converging onto crypto, and then AI innovations taking place, and the idea of using even tokens or stable coins around that, well, then that's really when it comes to saying, well, Ethereum really is the largest smart contract platform in terms of network value, and that's what makes it attractive.
Now here's where it gets wild. Tom Lee says some of the biggest over-the-counter crypto desks, where institutions buy behind the scenes, are completely out of Ethereum. That means big players are buying faster than supply can keep up. And holders? They're not selling unless prices shoot way higher. Fundstrat's technical team thinks Ethereum could hit $4,000 in the short term based on market structure. But long term? Lee says the fair value is between $10K and $15K. If you price Ethereum like a profitable Layer 1 platform that's earning yield through usage.
Everyone's talking about price this week. I think last I looked, ETH was up over 10%. What's your price target for ETH as we head into the second half of the year?
Sean Farrell is the head of digital assets research, and he's given me some informal sort of targets. One way he thinks of this is that if we look at Circle and its free cash multiple, which now is like 130 times EBITDA, on an equivalent basis, Ethereum's closer to 15,000. We could be seeing 4,000 before the end of the month for Ethereum, but that's not where it peaks. He just thinks that that's the first target. And then I think something, if Sean Farrell's math is correct, then I think 10 to 15,000 actually makes sense too.
By the end of the year?
It could be end of year, it could be sooner. I mean, it just really depends. But that wouldn't be the cap, but that just shows you that's really, a level above 5,000, it would be a decisive, all-time breakout for Ethereum. So I think that's a significant level to watch as well.
Lee points out that with stablecoin laws passed and the U.S. market structure bill moving forward, institutions now have the green light to go big. And their first choice? Ethereum. Lee makes it clear, while retail traders are shorting Ethereum, smart money, like institutional desks and miners, are buying aggressively. They know the fundamentals. They're front-running the next wave. This is classic accumulation. Let's sum it up. Ethereum is becoming the financial rails of crypto. Stablecoins made it indispensable. OTC desks are dry. Demand is skyrocketing. Smart money is long. Wall Street is here. If Tom Lee is right, 15K ETH is not a dream. It's math.
If you believe Ethereum is the future, you're not alone. Wall Street's betting big, and now you understand why. Hit that like button, subscribe for more no-hype crypto breakdowns, and let me know in the comments, will ETH hit 15K this year? Thanks for watching.